Alright everybody, welcome to another episode of Chamber Chat. I've got a special guest here in the car with me today. I'm going to let him introduce himself and we'll kick it off from there.
Larry Erickson with the Columbia County Republican Party, also a commissioner for the Port of Columbia County.
And also...
yeah, that's right, own Mossbarger Photography.
Oh yeah, side business.
Just a little side business. I've been
Triple threat guy.
Since 1985.
Yeah, no
Before
kidding.
most people watching this were even born.
Yeah, exactly, before we could do this.
Yeah.
Which one you want to start with? Three. You got three things going on. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with the studio.
All right.
We started in 1985, like I said. I bought it from my wife's family, and I've been, doing that. Gosh, how long is that? 30-some
It's
years?
33 years.
When I first started in the studio,
Dang.
we had film cameras. Simon, film cameras.
I think my grandma had those.
Exactly. You didn't take a picture and look at the back of the camera because it would do you no good whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I actually had to learn how to use a light meter and figure lighting and posing and all these things, and it took me a long time to feel comfortable in my skin with that. To be honest with you, the learning curve in those days was quite steep and long.
Yeah, sure.
And the entry of getting into the profession was very expensive. Those cameras were $20,000, $30,000 cameras with the lenses and whatnot. In 1999, I took the plunge and I bought my first digital camera. And I started shooting.
Remember what it was?
Yeah, it was...
Who made it?
Well, this was a Fuji S1.
Okay.
And the reason why I bought the Fuji was, and I never really owned 35mm cameras.
Right.
So I bought this Fuji S1, and it was kind of based off of a Nikon body, which I thought might be kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
And but it had beat all the other digital cameras in testing. Some rating company had done it. They said, "This is your best one." Well, it was what was it? A 3 megapixel camera or something? I don't remember. I know.
3 megapixels.
Exactly. And we were trying to make portraits.
That's all you need to know.
We were trying to make portraits of them. Well, that's why I don't have any hair.
Yeah.
Because I was pulling the hair out of my head, and literally I did have hair then, and I was just like, because I was wanting my images to look as good as the film images did.
Yeah, sure.
It was really tough to do.
No kidding.
There was very little support from the labs. There was very little software support. When you think about your camera has to be calibrated, your monitor has to be calibrated, your printer has to be calibrated, and they all have to be calibrated so
sure.
what you see is what you get.
So how is obviously the industry has changed just through technology, through tons of stuff. But I mean, how from a business standpoint, everybody's got one of these now, right? So everyone's a photographer now.
There's more photographs taken per day now than there ever was per years. Back in the day.
I can imagine.
And when you think about supply and demand, what does that tell you? Well, the more supply there is, the less demand there is.
Sure.
And then the price drops down. So that's where photography is, the pricing of it has changed dramatically.
Yeah.
We used to charge, a little session fee and then a bunch for the prints to try to make a living. Now we just flipped it. Now we charge a way bigger session fee for our time, effort, and energy. And usually just sell the digital files, let people go print them wherever they want to.
Is that pretty much the model now?
It's the model.
Yeah.
And I like it. I have friends of mine, they're not in business anymore, but they fought that for years. And I'm like, I'm not fighting that. I'm looking around. What do the people want? You give the people what they want.
Yeah.
And that keeps them real happy. And we're making a living. We're still making a living.
Yeah.
We're still doing great. And in fact, I've been busier this year than I've been in a long time.
Well, I was going to say, anyone who has kids, and that's obviously not just your market, but anyone who has kids, especially kids in sports, will know you, will know your face, will know Mary, and you guys, because is there a sports that you don't photograph?
Not really. I think most of them. And the thing that we always want to do is give people a really good experience. Give them a great image and give them good follow-up. Like if there's ever any kind of an issue or problem, we want to be right there for them to help them solve it. Make sure that they are satisfied, and that's what keeps us in business.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and we've been using Larry for years with the soccer club here in St. Helens.
Did you see the pictures when they came back this time?
They were cool.
They were cool.
They were really cool.
I worked really hard on those because that place we were shooting is not a great spot.
No, it's not.
So I've had to think, how can I make it a great spot? And I think through lighting and stuff, I think I made it a good spot.
Yeah, they were really good. And we've used Larry for years, and it's always a good experience. And like I said, I know Scappoose Soccer Club, many other sports use him. So hey, if as we're doing a triple threat thing today, finishing up with the photography stuff, how do they get a hold of you?
They can go to our website, mossbargerphoto.com. They can email info@mossbargerphoto.com, or they can call 503-543-7554.
And it's Barger, B-A.
Barger. Yeah,
that's
Barger.
a good way there. Yeah, perfect. All right, perfect. All right, next one.
Okay, Port of Columbia County.
Oh, that's right. It's renamed.
Brand new port, Simon. It's awesome.
Oh, it's a brand new port.
It's a brand new day.
Oh, it's not just a new name. It's a brand new port.
Well, it's all, and you understand this because you understand marketing and you understand branding.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about.
Yeah.
For far too long, there's been, we have 52 miles of port district in Columbia County.
Yeah.
All the way, the whole Columbia River, 6 miles in. Well, there's lots of folks that were feeling kind of left out of the port district with the name Port of St Helens.
Yeah, sure.
So we're looking at that and we're thinking, well, no, we want to be inclusive and make sure that everyone's included in our plans, understands what we're doing. We don't want people surprised. People in the past have been surprised. Yeah. And it's not always been a good surprise. And so we're trying really hard not to make it a bad surprise.
Right.
Surprise!
Yeah.
We just built this monstrosity right in your neighborhood. Oh, surprise!
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, exactly. And you're one of the commissioners there.
I'm a commissioner there. I've been there for almost 4 years now.
And so,
can you believe that?
You're not up for election this year.
I'm up for election next May.
Yeah, next, because you guys do springtime stuff, right? Yeah. So you're out of the crazy season for right now.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
So some of the, and you know what? It's funny. We talked to the guys over at the port, and Doug and Craig and those guys, and you guys are busy.
Very busy.
It's getting cool.
It is very cool. We are getting more calls and more business opportunities to bring to the port than, and I've only been there 4 years, but I talked to my other commissioners that are there. They've been a lot longer than me, and they're just blown away by what we're seeing.
Right.
The opportunities are just abounding, and it's a very exciting time to live in Columbia County. But it's also a very exciting time to be a part of shaping the future of Columbia County, because we all love it here. Yeah. We want to live here, and we don't want to turn it into an armpit of Portland, if you know what I'm talking about.
No, I hear you.
We want to make sure that it's a good place, a safe place, and so the port, our main goal is economic development. That's what we do. Yep. But there's a good way to do it, and there's a not so good a way to do it.
No, I agree.
The good way to do it takes a lot of public input, takes a lot of eyes on the project, and it takes me, as a commissioner, a lot of time doing research and understanding and doing a lot of phone calling to make sure that I know. I can't just take people's word for granted. I didn't get to be 62 years old doing that.
Well, and the cool thing, and you just touched on it there, I think the cool thing is, even if people, they see these, new, bigger companies coming in, and, import companies coming in, and they may not agree with all of it, but if they can see the big picture instead of, I don't like this piece, I don't like that piece, that's it for me.
And there's always a piece of something that I don't like.
Sure.
There's no question about that. But, you look at the good of the many, the betterment of the community. What does it bring? Does it bring jobs? Does it really bring tax value? There's projects that we're working on right now that could bring hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars of property taxes into the county per year. Yeah. And what that means is that fire doesn't have to beg for money every so often. Police don't have to beg for money every so often. I mean, it changes the whole scope and dynamic of things.
Yeah. Are you allowed to, is there any progress? I've seen this thing about the bumper company.
They've now leased property from us.
It's official?
It's official. It's a done deal.
What do we know about that
So
you can share?
What we know is, and we're driving right up to the property.
Oh, actually, yeah, we are.
So on the right here, just past these trains park, there's about 15 acres. That's where they want to eventually end up.
And so we're in Columbia City, right opposite Pacific Athletic Club.
Where they're moving right now, just to get their foot in the door, is at our industrial park there in St. Helens. Yeah. And there's it's a 7,000 square foot building or whatever. They're going to occupy that. They got to get feet on the ground and get their equilibrium. South Korea to the United States of America, if you can only imagine, that's a big change of culture. Yeah, sure. How you do business. Oh, yeah. Who helps you. They're finding, just doing it here is different than doing it there. And so once they get their feet on the ground, we'll see them grow, I think, significantly in the next 5 or 8 years.
Well, and this is kind of a testament to. I sat in some of the initial meetings, and obviously kept track of it as part of my role. But I'm thinking, you've got this gigantic Korean company why little old Columbia County? I mean, what? And that's good. I mean, that's got to be a testament to the work you guys are doing, the county as a whole, the way, you know, business is set up to come in.
Well, I can tell you this. Doug Hayes, our new executive director,
he's great.
He doesn't wait for the roast duck to fly in the door. He actually goes out hunting, and he makes phone calls.
I have never heard that phrase before.
And it's
the
to
roast
me,
duck in the door.
Well, I learned that phrase years ago. I mean, I could sit in my studio all day long, wait for the roast duck to walk through the door.
Yeah,
ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to go out and find it.
Yeah, sure.
So that's why I equate it that way. But he's done such a great job, and his wife is from South Korea, and he was in the military in South Korea, so he already has a little affinity there.
Oh, okay.
So when he heard there was a group of business folks from South Korea looking to do business in America, he gets on the phone and says, "Come to Columbia City, come to Columbia County. Here's where you want to be." And he kind of sold it to him. And I was with the delegation.
I did not know that. That's great.
I was with the delegation when we toured through parts of Columbia County, and you know, it's my job as a commissioner also to sell. And we were trying really hard to get these guys excited about what the possibilities were. Look, we got a deep water port. We've got riverfront. We've got a way to get product in and out for them pretty easily. Yeah. And we're very close to Portland.
Yeah.
So you know, and you know, I give props to Senator Betsy Johnson, because she has the governmental connections that you need sometimes to help people get through all of you know, red tape is tough. You know, all the rules, regulations that we have, you know, a lot of them are really there for good reasons, but some of them are really tough to get through, especially when you come from a foreign country.
Oh yeah.
So she's been very instrumental in helping that to move forward.
Well, we're not talking about, you know, some little deal either.
No.
I mean, this is a monster, right?
It's big stuff, yeah. And they're here. They've got other projects, not that company, but other Korean companies that are part of this conglomerate are still eyeing Columbia County. One of the things that I can tell you, because it's just pretty much public knowledge, they want to build a really nice hotel somewhere in the county.
Ooh.
And we're talking one where they can train hospitality workers in. So it'd be a real working hotel, but they'd actually have a training center there to train.
That would be cool.
That's a cool thing.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, and I'm really kind of pushing for it to go up by the OMEC building somewhere, because that's where we need something like that.
It would be, yeah.
And I've talked with Bill Gary from OMEC, and he's like, you know, if that actually happens, this OMEC thing is going to explode because of that. It just won't. Because you just have to have a nice place for people to come stay.
Yeah. What sort of timeline are we looking for the port thing and the bumper company and those
So
guys?
the bumper company signed the lease just a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
They're hoping to be up and running this next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not about 5-10 years.
No. It's actually it's real. That's the thing I like about it. It's actually a real thing that's really happening. It's not just pie in the sky.
What if? What if?
Right.
Well, that's cool. What else, anything else going on at the port that we need to know about? That you can talk about?
Yeah, right now, let me think about that. We got a big meeting coming up here pretty quick, and I haven't got my agenda packet yet.
That's right.
It's going to be full. We're still working on the Next Energy project out at Port Westward, which makes a renewable diesel. That's probably one of the best projects I've seen in a long time. But like anything else, it's a big swing in the bat, to get that off the ground. Because we're talking $1.1 billion investment, and that doesn't happen just overnight.
No, it doesn't.
But if that does go through, and I give it a 50-50 chance right now. If it actually if it actually went to fruition, I really think that it's a real possibility. They want to break ground next year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was that quick.
Yeah, they want to break ground. Now, we're still in the due diligence process right now. So but so far, with the research I've done, the other commissioners and our staff and whatnot, I don't see any glaring red alerts at this point.
Right.
So right now, everything seems pretty good, but things can change.
Well, the nice thing I see coming out of the port now is, and it may have before, maybe I'm just more aware of it in my role now, is you guys are actually very transparent about stuff. The public meetings are public. They're not, there's no sort of clandestine group meeting or anything. It feels like everyone's, again, there's going to be different views on this and that, but you're all very pushing in that same direction.
I really want to give my friend Paula Likatowicz a lot of credit for that. She and I worked really hard together our first couple of years on the board, along with the other commissioners.
Sure.
And we said, let's make for instance, one of the main changes that we wanted to make was when the port packet comes out, and it comes out on the website, anybody can access it.
Yeah,
Before, all it was an agenda, and you'd look at the items and you wouldn't know what anything was.
Right.
So I said, why can't we put the supporting documents in with that agenda packet so that the folks can read it and say, ooh, that's an important issue, I want to be there and talk about that.
Exactly.
And then we actually changed the way that we allow people to talk there, to actually talk during the time that we're deliberating on that particular issue.
Yeah.
So we hear their comments fresh while we're talking about it.
No, I like that.
And I thought that was a great move, and Paul and I, again, we worked really hard on that. We recorded the sessions now. They've been playing on KOHI, although I know KOHI is having a little problem with their transmitter right now.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Something cool about that.
Yeah.
They're off the air for a bit.
Hopefully, in the future, we're going to get those up. We're doing a new website. Those will be up on the website where people can click on them to listen to the WAV files, I believe.
Yeah.
So, those are important things.
If they want to get a hold of you guys, or if they want to come to one of these meetings, they're some are public, right?
They are.
When
All of them
are
public. Yeah, there's the second and fourth Wednesday of each month, generally speaking, unless there's for some reason they have to be changed. But they're in the morning. That's the one thing we've not quite. We talked about doing some evening ones. In the past, when we've done meetings in evenings, we think people would show up. They don't. But this is the thing. If it's an important meeting where we know that there's going to be a lot of people in the public, we're going to move it to an evening.
Yeah, so more people.
More people.
And that's what I like.
If it's a real important, and we know which ones are. You start getting the phone ringing, and once you turn the back, it goes out. Okay, this one's moving.
We might need to move this one.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that's the port.
Yep.
Now, Republican Party.
Republican Party.
So what's your involvement in that?
Well, for the last 4 years, I've been the chairman of the Port of St Helens Republican Party. I followed my son-in-law, who was the chairman for 2 years before that.
Oh.
And it's been a very exciting time for our party. I come into the Republican Party kind of from the libertarian point of view. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I noticed right away, and my son-in-law and I agreed on, was that a lot of times we come into the party, we're too narrow, and we need to make a bigger base. We need to bring more people, and so we work really hard to make it. And I believe we have done in this country. We call it a big tent party. So what I did is I got all the Republican leadership in one room together, and I said, okay, I know what your major issue is. I know all your issues are. So can we narrow it down to 5 things that we could talk about to the public that we could all agree on?
That's cool.
And we're not going to always agree on everything, but could we find 5 things that we can agree on?
Yeah.
And then could we kind of come up with a base level? So our base level was, we believe in limited constitutional government, personal liberty, and personal responsibility. That's our core right there.
Which everybody should.
A lot of people do
agree about. Right.
Now, we can have fights over all kinds of other things, but those are the core things that stick us together, hold us together.
That's cool.
And in this last 4 years, our group has grown tremendously.
Yeah.
I mean, when we do our meetups now, we have 50, 60 people coming to them, where when I first started, we probably had 20 maybe. So we have a lot more people involved and coming. And I really like the discussions because there's so many different points of views. And I like that. You and I have had really good discussions.
I was going to go there,
and I love that we can do that. And I learn from you. I hope you learn from me. Or
I do. No,
you
absolutely.
learn what not to think.
I absolutely
But to me, that's the value. And that's what we're lacking today, is we're lacking statesmanship. And that's what I'm talking about here, is statesmanship. The ability to have a reasoned discussion and to hold our emotions in check enough to where we can actually hear the other person's rationale.
And so look, very basic background. So Larry and I have a lot of conversations online, and the thing that I like about our conversations are they're never down and dirty. They're always respectful. It's like, hey, we just disagree. Why? And I'm asking you a question now that there's no way you can answer. Why can't everybody do that? I mean, where are we at now?
I don't know the answer exactly, but I have some ideas. Number one is social media. I think it's been the scourge of humanity in so many ways. So many good things, but so many horrible things, because people will say online something they'd never say to your face.
Oh, I totally agree with that.
And so you get these
keyboard warriors
groups that come together on Facebook and just tear each other up, and it hurts me. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to be part of that.
Yeah.
And I think that social media is part of it. I don't think it's all of it, but I think it's part of it.
You can't stop that now, right? I mean,
How would you?
I mean, at what point does social media fall under the First Amendment? You know, there's hate speech.
Oh, for instance, on your own Facebook page, you can stop anything you want. If somebody comes on there and starts doing it, it's like, I'm not talking.
Yeah.
Done. On our Republican Facebook page, we can do the same thing.
Yeah.
If someone goes sideways on there, we just
take it off.
You know, I don't want to have people fighting over ammunition. Just stupid stuff. I mean, if we're gonna have a fight, let's fight over something like really important, like going to war somewhere that we really don't want to do.
Right.
You know?
So here's what bothers me about the social media side is that you have, Facebook and obviously Facebook's the main one, but they have algorithms now that are built in. So the more sites that I go see, let's say I go see, a Bernie Sanders site, right? Your buddy, right? And so
exactly.
But then it's going to recognize that I went there and then pump me more news about that type of stuff, right? So then I'm somewhat cut off from a different point of view. You know,
it's the same way on the right. It's the exact same
absolutely.
way. And so what happens is it's really hard, Simon, to find good, solid news. It's just so hard to find, and we can't trust even some sites that I used to trust. I don't even trust anymore because I don't know. You know, I just don't know. So you just have to. It is tough. It's a tough. But here's the funny thing. So Mary and I decided, we thought, gosh, we need to get a little car. We have a Prius, and we can tow it behind the motorhome on a dolly. Yeah. But you can't really take it on rough roads because it's so low.
No, right.
So let's get us a little mini SUV. So I started a couple days ago looking online. The next thing I know, on my Facebook feed, every other thing is an ad for these cars I'm looking at. How do they know that?
And that's what
I was Googling this stuff. I mean, I was on Google. I was doing it on Facebook doing it. But yet it transferred right over to Facebook.
Yeah, I know. It's not... Well, I mean, and we talked about social media. Obviously, that's a part of it. You know, you and I have had very, really good conversations about hard topics. Yeah. And, I mean...
Well, the other thing I want to tell you is that, I met Senator Packwood the other day.
Bob Packwood?
Yeah.
I think he was he in the 90s when I first came over here, right?
And, of course, he's an older gentleman now, but we were talking to me. He asked, well, where are you from? I said, I'm from Scappoose. Oh, I know Scappoose really well. I've been there. Oh, he told me all about this and that and the other thing. But see, nowadays what happens is you get, the politics are being run by the fringe of both sides.
Totally agree with that.
And so it drives out the middle because they can't tolerate it. Yeah. And that's why in Columbia County, when we made a change here. Now, I'd love to see us make that change statewide and nationwide, but we actually changed it. We changed the culture in our own party. Now, I can't do anything about the Democratic Party, but in our party, we changed the culture. Yeah. We're not letting the fringe run us.
No,
We're mainstream. We are just flat out mainstream. The guy next door that you live and go hunting with and fishing with and have a good time with,
Well, and again, it comes down, maybe this is part, obviously I'm from England, it's a little bit different system over there.
Just a little bit.
A little different.
You got a queen.
Yeah, exactly. Things started going wrong for you guys when you threw RT in the lake.
Oh, is that what it is?
I mean, not as much representation, I get that, but come on now, rethink that. But anyway, when you have again, you don't have the ability to have these. It's like tit for tat, right? So, they said this, so then we've got to be hard on it. But and I've had discussions and arguments with my friends on the left who think it's okay to confront politicians in restaurants and stuff. And I get at what point does it be like, you know what? If you really break this down, everyone wants to they're a lot more similar than they are different.
Well, one of the things I learned in my photography business is that everybody wants to feel significant.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to be validated. Well, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. So do I have to go in and yell and scream at somebody? That shows a lack of something in me. That's where the lack is.
I think that's a very good point.
But
so
getting back to the American system, our founding fathers did not envision a two-party system. That's not how this thing was supposed to go, but it's how it has gone.
Don't make me bring up muskets now. So if we're going back there,
but you know, but my thought is, if you're going to go to 2, let's go to 10.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, as it's literally in the news right now, what's your take on the birth rate thing, on this 14th Amendment proposed change, if it's even possible? Or whatever.
I've been reading a little bit in the last day.
Yeah.
Because as I've spoken to you, I've not been.
Yeah, that's right. You've been around.
But the 14th Amendment, as you read it, there's two parts that talk about birthright.
Yeah.
One is being born in America. The other is being under the jurisdiction of the USA. So if you're under the jurisdiction, if your parents are under the jurisdiction of some other country and they come here, it's kind of assumed. And I think as you read the original senators that have proposed that thing, this wasn't for that. And I think what's happened is it's been abused. And it's like anything. It could be a good idea.
Yeah.
And trying to get something done for good. But there's always consequences and unintended ones sometimes, and so sometimes there's a correction that needs to be made. That's why we're able to correct those kinds of things. But you know, let's hope it's corrected in a good constitutional republic way.
Yeah.
You know, not democratic. I'm not talking about the Democrat Party, but not mob rule. Let's not have the mob rule it.
Right.
Let's have a real thoughtful discussion and try to figure this thing out for the betterment. You know, we're all about making America a better place to live.
Yeah. And again, you hear the making it great again. It's you know, from I have a perspective obviously that's a little bit different, and I can't vote, you know, because I'm.
Well, when are you gonna get naturalized?
You know what's weird?
You'd be awesome. I want you to be an American citizen. You're the kind of guy I want to be an American citizen.
Well, thank you. No, you know what's weird? My green card is.
You love America, right?
Oh, I love it here.
See, that's the thing. The Republican Party, we want people to come to this country as immigrants that love America, that want to be a part of growth and be a part of what's great here.
I thought when I first came over, someone was going to give me a Cadillac and a gun. That's what I thought when I came over. that's how, like with the horns on the front.
Yeah.
That's how it works. No, it's weird because my green card is up for renewal. Every 10 years you have to renew. And I'm a permanent resident alien. Just don't call anybody.
Yeah.
I'm cool. But it's but for the first time, this is the first time that I thought, you know what? Maybe I should do citizenship. You know,
it'd be awesome.
I think I get a nasty telegram from the Queen though. Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to get on the bad side of QE2. No. All right, so we're getting closer to the end of this thing. We do a little thing here at the end of Chamber Chat, a little bit of fun called Speed Round.
Okay.
Right? I know from the dozens of people that are going to be watching this that they're going to be interested. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions.
Okay.
You get to answer as quick as you can, and you might have to justify some of your answers.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. Favorite place you ever been?
Hawaii.
Why?
Maui.
Oh, specific. All right.
Beaches.
Yeah.
I love tropic beaches. It's funny, I thought it would be tropical there. It's actually like a desert.
Yeah.
Until you get down to the beach, then it's kind of tropical. So,
When was the last time you were there?
2 years ago.
Now, are you a regular goer?
Not really. I've been there, I think I've been there 3 times in my whole life.
Yeah.
I really like it.
But it's just
warm. Oh, I love it when you can swim in the ocean and you don't get frozen to death. I just think that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, really, literally, when you put your goggles on and your fins on and you can snorkel around and look at great things and you don't freeze. You have to worry about getting your back sunburned, but other than that, it's really nice.
Have you ever been to, is it Hanama Bay? I think it is. It's the one, it's almost like a sealed off bay now, and the fish, I remember going there and snorkeling.
Is that in the north?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I was there. You have to hike way down.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Very cool place. Bucket list place. Where do you want to go that you haven't been?
Oh gosh, let's see. I would like to travel America more. I've never
really.
I mean, I've been to like DC for the port.
Okay.
I've been to Florida for my photography. I've been to Boston for photography. I mean, I've been around certain places, but there's a whole bunch of this country.
The flyover states?
Yeah, I've just never been to, and I would love to do that. I'd love to see, and especially as you get back towards the East Coast. I would like to get on all those rivers because that's where old America was. Every river, that's where they built the towns. So I'd like to see that kind of history.
So now I know you're a big RV guy. Is that the way you would do it?
I think I do with an RV. Absolutely.
Take the time.
Take about 2-3 months, maybe 4, maybe 5. I don't know.
Maybe a year.
Who knows?
Yeah, no kidding. If, and this may tie into this, if you had won the $1.6 billion lottery, what would you have done? Don't say something sensible like retire.
No.
College,
I was thinking
something silly. Go on.
I think I would have bought a great big boat. I mean,
like how big?
Well, probably at least a 40-footer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
One that you could take to Hawaii.
Yeah, no kidding. That'd be cool.
Big boat. Love big boat.
That would be good. Does stuff like going into space, would that interest you?
When I was younger, I would have died to go into space. But now I don't even like to jump off the ground much.
Now going up ladders.
Now going up a ladder is a little bit scary.
All right. So when you're doodling away in the office and you're playing music, what are we gonna hear? What's your favorite music?
You're probably gonna hear stuff like Coldplay and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean that. I'm surprised. No. I love Coldplay.
Oh, me too. It's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah?
In fact, on Pandora, I've got a Coldplay channel, and it does play other things besides Coldplay, but stuff like Coldplay.
Every time I talk to you, we got more things in common.
Like that.
That's great.
And then I love old rock, like 60s, 70s, 80s.
Okay.
Chicago. When I was in high school, I played trumpet, and we always tried to play Chicago music.
Trumpet?
Yeah, well, because Chicago has trumpet.
I guess
they have stuff. And I was in the stage band and stuff. Love that band. Still like it. When was the last time? About 2 years ago, I think we went to the zoo and saw them play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they wheeled them out in wheelchairs and they just got, no, just kidding. Just about, though. Actually, there was people there in wheelchairs, and somebody was knitting right next to me during the concert. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Oh,
that's terrible.
That's bad. That is bad. If you go to a concert and someone's knitting, you're at the wrong concert.
But it's funny that concert because they kept the level at such that it was only the last 10 minutes where everybody stood up. Of course, I was standing up most of the time.
Most of the people probably
sit down.
They probably couldn't stand up by the sounds of it.
Yeah, exactly.
The walkers were there.
Right.
I love like the 80s hair bands. That's kind of what I grew up with, and it's I love rock.
Steven Tyler.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Robert Plant. You know who he is?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a background for my studio that I had hand painted by a guy that looks just like Robert Plant. Yeah, I call it my hippie background. It's one of my coolest backgrounds I've got.
Really?
I'll have to show it to you sometime.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Favorite food?
Gosh, I think Thai.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that little Thai place in St. Helens.
Roy
and
Thai?
the one here in Steppers too. They're both very good.
Yeah, we went down Roy Thai. We're part of our booze cruise, and it's a great place.
Really nice.
Yeah, Peter and Nina.
And I have a friend of mine that was actually married a gal from Thailand. He was over there for a while. He came out, a photographer that does drone photography. And he came out not too long ago, and we went there, and he said, this is the most authentic Thai place I've been to since I've been back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I'd love to hear that. What's the one food that you would never, ever try?
Squash.
Who doesn't like squash?
Well, I don't. The texture. It's just something about the texture. Yeah.
That kind of weirds you out?
Yeah.
The texture part? That's not one I would have thought. I would have thought you'd be like octopus or, something slimy.
I've eaten all that stuff.
Yeah? So what's the weirdest thing
you know what? One good glass of wine and you can do just about anything. So.
Yeah, exactly. No kidding. What sort of a student were you in school? Were you a good kid? Bad kid?
Overall, I was pretty good. I played in the band. I had more music classes than anything else.
Right.
Sang, played, loved science. I grew up on a horse farm, so as you can imagine, after school there wasn't much time to get in trouble because you're home cleaning stalls and mucking things up and doing all that kind of stuff. So generally speaking, not a. I always thought of myself as not real flamboyant and not very important, but I found out later in life that the friends of mine saw me quite differently than I saw myself.
Right?
Yeah, they said, "Oh, you were the funnest guy. You're great, smart." And I'm like, "Really? I was smart? I didn't realize that."
No one's ever accused me of that. Were you straight A student?
No, but more like 3.5.
Okay, so you were in there.
Yep.
You didn't. What were you like away from school? You get into trouble a little. What's the worst thing you ever did as a kid?
Oh, can I even say that on the air?
That you can say on the air.
Well, so growing up on a horse farm, one of the things about
I
showing
feel like we're
horses.
going down a rabbit hole now.
Well, one of the fun things about that is we showed them their Arabian show horses, and so we had a circuit that we'd go on.
Like Lusitanas.
And I loved it because the ratio of boys to girls at horse shows is unbelievable.
Good place
so
to be.
yeah, so generally what would happen is they'd have this big horse show. There'd be hundreds of people there and lots of horses. And on Saturday night after the show ended, they'd always have a party. Well, you know, you're 14, 15 years old, and you go to this party, and they've got champagne and all that kind of stuff. So you're just sneaking that stuff as best you can. And next thing you know, you're waking up in the morning, and there's like puke all over the place. That's about.
That's a perfectly acceptable story. I didn't know where that was going to go.
It could have went worse, but that's where I was going to end it.
It could have been really, yeah. So if you weren't a triple threat guy with the photography, the Republican Party, and the commissioner, what would you be? What did you want to be when you were younger?
Like all kids, I wanted to be an astronaut when I was really little. Then in high school, I actually wanted to be a veterinarian.
Oh yeah?
But it didn't quite work out that way.
What was it about space?
Well, I think it was Star Trek. You know, every kid that grew up in the 60s and watched Star Trek wanted to go into outer space, meet Mr. Spock and all that kind of stuff. And then you got to remember, I grew up I watched them land on the moon. I watched the first guy get on the moon and walk around.
I was -4.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I remember when that. I remember.
Where were you? Where were you sitting?
We were living. It's in 1969, I believe. We were living out on the horse farm, and we had 3 channels on our TV. All 3 were black and white.
With the twist down?
Yeah.
You didn't know remote there?
No. The remote was Larry. Get up and turn the channel.
Yeah. You were the remote. Right. Yeah. And so you watched it. I mean, it's kind of weird, even like talking to my kids now, it's like this, the optimism and just the sheer, yes, we talk about social media and phones and stuff making the world so much bigger, but it makes it smaller as well because you're a lot more insulated. But I still, even now, can't really fathom what that must have been like.
Well, I can tell you, I remember right where I was at. I remember saw it on TV the day President Kennedy was assassinated. Even as a little kid, that impacted me and still does when I think about it. The world shut down.
Oh yeah. Have you ever been there?
It was quiet. No, never been there.
It's weird.
But it was just such a surreal thing to see it on TV. But you got to remember back in those days, everything on TV was sanitized.
Yeah.
The war was sanitized.
It was news.
But they never showed Bradford Gore or nothing.
Yeah.
They just didn't. And in some ways, I kind of like that. Now, I think you should be able to see that if you want to, but I just hate it pumped into my and being shocked, like, oh crap, I didn't want to see that,
When honestly, it desensitizes people.
And I think that's part of our other discussion about why do people rank us. I think we are somewhat desensitized by a lot of the things that we see. And I'll be really honest with you, when I see people wrangling on the news, I get angry.
Yeah.
And you don't want to talk with me then.
Yeah.
But thank God I have enough sense to not do that, at that point. But sometimes you just get wrangled by stuff like that, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
And so I watch very little TV anymore. Mostly I watch Netflix or Amazon and if I want to get the news, I know where to go to get it. I can get it 24 hours a day. Good grief, it's all over the place.
Yeah, no kidding. It's in your hand.
Right, and that's the future, right?
So my last question to you, and it's more just for you, but it's let's say it's an advice column type thing. Yeah. Now I know obviously you and Mary have been married forever.
Yeah.
Right.
Since 1981.
So 1981. What's the key?
I was 10.
What's the key to lasting marriage?
Well, I think
she's going to see this.
There's not any one key. That's the one thing I can say. There's not any one key, and different things probably work better for others. Mary and I have a very strong faith that we believe together, and that has really held us a lot through thick and thin, because there has been a lot of thin.
Sure.
And then so a lot is a very good thing. But that having the same value system, I think, and faith, and then just learning, and it's a process, but learning to just be honest, and that's not easy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Just about
Yeah, I
some
get
just
that.
basic things about who we are and what we're about. You know, because sometimes I look in the mirror and I don't always like what I see. But being honest, and she's a good sounding board for me, and I'm a good one for her. And together, we heard one time, you know, people married the opposites of each other, and what we heard was, well, opposites attract, but then they attack. And so it's not always good to go to, you know, finding, and her family was different than my family, but not that much different.
Yeah.
We the same generation, basically, raised with, now, my mom and dad, Democrat, hardcore Kennedy Democrats.
Love it.
They were great.
Where did you go wrong?
And they loved Ronald Reagan, and they voted for him twice.
Oh, really?
Because
Cool.
absolutely.
Cool.
And Mary's mom and dad were, I would call them very moderate Republicans. So there was a
little common ground.
very much common ground.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think having good family back behind you too helps. I really think that's a good thing. You know, we're trying to do that for our daughter.
Yeah.
And son a lot, have, you know, that support system. So I think having a good support system with family, having good values that you share together, and just being open and honest about things in your life.
And learning when to say yes, dear.
Oh, boy, you learn that, and you got it made.
Yeah.
Yes. You want it when, honey?
It was funny. I saw a little thing on the internet the other day. It said, you know, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
And then underneath it said, nothing rhymes with happy husband.
That's exactly right.
So shut up.
Yeah.
I was like, I love that. That made me laugh. Well, hey, I obviously wanted to have you guys or have you in the car for a while now. It's been fun,
It's been fun.
you know, it's been good. I'm glad people hopefully get a little taste of what you're doing and all the good work you're doing, not just around the country, but you know, getting involved in part of families' lives too with the photography. And you know, it's hard to put into words kind of what that sort of stuff means.
It's so humbling, but yet it's so rewarding to me to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And when I think about people actually trusting me to make an image of them, and I know that image is, they're vulnerable in that time, you know. And I love that they would trust me that way.
And you're probably on at least somewhere on everybody's fridge in Columbia County.
Pretty much.
You have a little bit of Larry on the fridge.
Exactly. That's my legacy.
No kidding. That'll be on your headstone.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for spending time with me. I really appreciate it.
Fantastic. Thank you.
We will catch you guys on another episode of Chamber Chat. See you later.